After the final votes are cast and the dust of political campaigns settles, can we truly say America is safe? Or is there more at stake, more than just political fallout, that we need to be prepared for? America's future isn't just shaped by the recent election. Long before the United States was even a thought, God's word carried warnings, promises, and insights about what happens when nations turn away from His guidance. These prophetic messages, echoing through centuries, still ring true today. The election may be over, but America is facing something even greater, a spiritual reality that demands a choice, to either follow God's way or suffer the consequences. Look at America now, a nation divided, a place where values clash, debates erupt across homes, workplaces, and schools. Political tension makes it so easy to believe that everything depends on who wins or loses. But think about it. Could there be something even deeper that America needs to worry about? The Bible tells us in Proverbs 14 verse 34, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns a people. No single election can set a nation's path unless its heart is aligned with righteousness. God has always spoken to the nations, offering both warning and guidance. In Isaiah 1 verse 4, God calls Israel a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, warning them that even moral societies can fall if they stray from Him. And what about America? Built with faith as its foundation, America's reliance on God has been central. But today, as that faith seems to wane, we need to ask, are we drifting further from God? When America was founded, faith wasn't just an accessory, it was woven into the very fabric of the nation. The Bible was the moral compass guiding early leaders, who believed that without God's blessing, the nation could not stand firm. But look at us today. Are we honoring that foundation, or have we forgotten? Psalm 33 verse 12 says it perfectly, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord." The founders may never have imagined a day when America would face the choice, remain a nation under God or forget the one who helped build it. The Bible is filled with prophetic warnings about what happens to nations in trouble. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14 says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin and heal their land." But this promise is conditional. If a nation rejects humility, unity, and moral integrity, it may find itself on the brink of upheaval. So, the question is, will America return to the ways of righteousness, or will pride lead us down a difficult, heartbreaking path? It's easy to hope that electing the right leaders will fix everything, that laws and policies can bring peace and stability. But let's be real, no election alone can secure a nation's future without a change in the hearts of its people. The Bible tells us in Psalm 127 verse 1, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." America doesn't need more political answers, it needs spiritual renewal. With God as the foundation, leaders become instruments of His will, and communities are transformed. Look to ancient Israel. This nation experienced both prosperity and downfall, depending on its faithfulness to God. During times of obedience, it flourished; in times of idolatry, it fell into suffering. This isn't just history, it's a warning. When Israel abandoned God, they faced wars, captivity, and exile. America, too, must take to heart the message in Jeremiah 18 verses 7 to 10, "If at any time I announce that a nation or kingdom is to be uprooted, and if that nation repents, then I will relent and not inflict disaster upon it." America has a choice, but the time to act is now. But remember, amidst all these warnings, there is still hope. God promises forgiveness, healing, and blessings to those who seek Him. Imagine it, an America united, guided by godly principles, communities filled with compassion and kindness. Micah 6 verse 8 reminds us, "And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God." A nation that honors these values will prosper, inspire, and endure. As citizens, it's so easy to place hope in political leaders and movements. But as believers, our hope must be rooted in something far greater. Now is the time for every American, no matter their beliefs or affiliations, to turn back to God, to pray, and to humble themselves. As it says in 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14, if we humble ourselves, seek God, and turn from our wicked ways, He will hear us and heal our land. So after this election, ask yourself, what role will you play? Will you be a voice for righteousness? A beacon of hope? This is our choice. America still has a chance, but it's up to us to turn that choice into action.